Limitless, yeah.
All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Fusion right here on Synergy TV with yours truly, D Life. Now, listen, tonight we got a lot of things to talk about because for the past two episodes after Trinidad Carnival, we showed recaps from Trinidad Carnival. We showed everything Trinidad Carnival. We showed rebroadcast from the Synergy stage. We showed interviews that we had during Carnival. But this is actually our first artist that we haven't since Trinidad Carnival. All right. Now, this gentleman here is no stranger to Trinidad Carnival. He's no stranger to the entertainment realm. And in fact, their carnival is coming up real soon. I'm talking about no other than the man himself. He goes by the name of Third, the only Third, as he has it on Instagram, the only Third on Instagram. All right. He's here with us. He's going to be chatting with us in a few. He has new music. I had the opportunity to watch some of the videos. One of them I didn't get to see fully. So I am going to be just like you guys, seeing it for the first time. So we have all of that popping off here today. Also, just want to let you guys know too that the Synergy will be in the USVI coming up for US St. Thomas Carnival from April the 26th. Let me see if I get the dates right. April 26th all the way through to May 2nd. So make sure and book and get yourself ready for that. Make sure and think for that. But without any further ado, I want to welcome this gentleman here to the Fusion stage. Let me welcome you. I'll make some noise from a good friend, Third, the only Third.
How we looking? How we looking?
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Family, how everything, man?
Everything is blessed, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Great to see you as well. I see you move. We see each other moving around multiple times in Trinidad.
Yep.
I see
you.
I ain't gonna lie, you were moving, and I see you in the distance moving, doing what you gotta do. I see
man.
you out and about.
Yeah, man. We just trying to bring the culture, bridge the gaps, you know what I mean, and create this whole carnival universe, this carnival space, man, because and really promote the music and really do what we got to do for our Caribbean community, for real.
We appreciate it, by the way. No one tells you from the start of the show. Like this, we appreciate you, my brother, for sure.
I mean, listen, it's people like you that make the job so fun. Because when I could call on to get you guys on here, you don't hesitate to really show up. So I really appreciate it on our end for making this happen.
Anytime, bro.
Now, Third, we have a lot to talk about. We have so much things since the last time, because I think the last time you were on here, you were promoting, you were on with part of the festivals committee, you were promoting St. Thomas Carnival.
Correct.
All right.
Still doing it. And still every year.
Every year, right? But before we get into the whole St. Thomas thing, I want to talk about, because I just found out today that you have an intricate role in terms of a lot of the artists, a lot of the big artists coming out of Trinidad that you do work for. I did not know that. And I think a lot of people don't know that end of you. They know you as the artist, but they don't know that you produce.
Correct.
And you have the full studio there in St. Thomas.
Correct. Right? Third World Studios.
I mean, folks, listen, anytime, when you talk about it, when you want to get out of the hustle and bustle and you want to go somewhere and you still want to put on and do your work, Third World Studios.
Third House Studios.
Oh, Third House Studios. Third House Studios. Yeah, we don't want to.
We don't want conflicts with Third World. Man.
Yeah. Third House Studios.
Third House Studios, definitely.
Tell us a little something, Third, about with like what you do, because I see you rolling with Nyla a lot as well.
Yes. So I met Nyla. I met Nyla at a writing camp. A lot of people, for the last about 10 years, I've been in the industry, kind of moving around the states, going from LA to New York, back to Atlanta, working on songs, big big respects and shout outs to my brothers, our city, who had me in the motion, being able to be in sorting rooms and be around sorting artists, producers, engineers, all in a whole. But one time I got invited by my friends out in Philly, big up Woe and the whole squad. They told me they just signed a Caribbean artist. You might know her. And I was like, well, who is this? If it's Caribbean, I for sure got to know her. And when they said Nyla Blackman, I stopped. I stopped. I said, this is the moment. I said, what do you guys need? They said, well, we're having a writing camp. We need you to fly here within 2 days, by the way. 2 days. And I think I was back home. And they were like, yo, we need you to come up here all the way to Philadelphia. And we need you to work on songs for Nyla's new project that we've been working on consistently for the past 2 years, which is about to drop in, fingers crossed, I believe, May, right before the summer. Amazing fusion of music, Caribbean, R&B, a lot of dance. She's an amazing dancer, and the fact that we're able to now kind of craft music around what it is, soca is you could move and dance, but the art of dancing and different types of dancing to different music is something she's always wanted to do. So being able to bring that to life. She's always wanted to do Afro music too. Travel to Africa. She just came back from Africa twice this year. 2025, I believe. She went to Africa in November, and I believe earlier on in the year. So being able to touch that culture, see what it's like down there, and for her to come back and be like, yo, I want to do this. And now we have to come up in a room with a bunch of different writers and producers and come up with this music. And I was able to sit down in a room, talented producers and writers from all over. There was guys from London, there was guys from California, there was people. I wasn't the only one from the Caribbean as well. So the fact to sit down in the room and then create a song called Pressure, which ended up being her first single.
Yeah, man. Pressure is big.
It was last year. When
Pressure is big.
Yeah, Pressure was huge. And then also to have the follow-up single as well with Roy Woods. I forget the name of that song too. But there's so much music. I was able to have that second follow-up record as well. And then also I think about 10 others on the project. So Nyla, growing that relationship with her. I also have a big background in recording as well, recording vocals. And I think that's where me and her really got connected. I showed her and I told her, like, look, we could do all these songs within a matter of couple days, because she was worried about not being able to finish before she went back home. And I said, look, I'll give you all my time and my whatever it is you need, we gonna get it done. And to be honest, we finished everything. We finished everything within that 3 days. And from that day forward, she's like, okay, wherever I am and I need to record, I'm calling you. And what's blessed now with Third House, I've been able to, she's been here a couple times and we've been able to walk out of the Third House. I do want to shout out my guys, Anthony Nibbs, Adrian Burke, Lionel Blucha, Joker, Jordan Duvernay, Roddy, Narcisse, and the rest of the squad that really helps me put everything that I have going on together and able to happen. I'm able to travel, but get work done at a high tier to high level of stuff to where all I have to do is make a call back home to add a drums, add a this, and really make projects. The last one that we did together in Trinidad, I had the pleasure of working with Black Adan as well, and kind of crafting the song along with others like Emmanuel Roda and who produced that boy? Anson Pro, Kit Advocate, Richard, who did the guitar man rhythm. It was honestly being able to be in the room with all of them and craft something as beautiful as Last to me, it wasn't a road march contender, but it was definitely one of those that spoke to a mass of people that just wanted to live like it was their last on the road, the last time might not be able to go back home or go back to Trinidad again. So really living up on the time, it was really, really special moment. And then just being able to be honest, shake hands with people, Mikal, Teja, Voice, all of those people in the same room at once is kind of coming from.
They started now to recognize your craft and recognize who you are too. So it will lead to more doors opening, I'm assuming.
We pray, we hope so. But it's looking like it's looking like that in that direction for sure.
Listen,
we're getting.
the work you've been doing with all these individuals, and I know you're being very modest right now. You're being very, being humble with it because Nyla is not the only one,
No, we
right?
had road march in Dominica last year. We had road march in Dominica this year with Triple K. We had last year was with Trilogy Rio. We kind of get it done. The Boyong world in a chokehold as well too. We really came in 2 years ago with a purpose, bro. We came into
Yeah.
where I feel like the world needs and deserves to hear what we have contributing in the Virgin Islands. I know we're a small place. A lot of times I just can't believe sometimes where I'm at because of the where the 32 square miles that I'm from. I
Mm.
know Rock City has made it. I know Pressure has had probably the biggest reggae song in the world at a time, but it's still hard to imagine because there's so much work really and truly to kind of be done. And
Mhm.
it's a kind of a blessing to see the little bit of work since 2014 we've been starting and kind of really point into place, bro. It's like it's really the Nige boy called us the other day. It was like, yo, we want to do something with you guys, and it's to see how
Wow.
we've been moving to Jamaica with it. It's something that I feel like people need to start watching because it's going to
Well,
be a
listen, bro. I mean, I'm genuinely happy for you because I have seen the growth over the years, and what this is doing for you too. I don't know if you recognize it or your team, but being around these individuals and having to work with these individuals and work with these scope artists and stuff, it's starting to transcend on the music you're putting out now.
correct,
Right?
correct,
I,
a hundred
I am
percent.
I am listening from a DJ standpoint and from a thing. I'm listening. I'm like, yo, okay, all right,
Yeah, I
yeah, my
came from
brother.
I'm coming from an R&B hip hop pop world. So,
Mm,
music isn't science. It's a vibe, but there is
yeah,
science to it. So there's stuff
right.
that I've learned throughout the years that, well, if you do this and you add this and bring this back, I had to switch up everything. I had to learn. I was like a child learning so much things new again. Especially, and what you think you learn in a pair or even traveling the States is not the same when you reach the land of the soca music. It is
Right.
not the same.
Yeah, Trinidad
Everything,
different.
it's very, very different. And everything you kind of learn, you gotta kind of wipe and start fresh, but still hold it there. Keep it there, because it's gonna be a time you need to bring that into play. But right now, with the direction I'm on and the team and the direction me and the team is on, is like we really want to hit that market and we want to hit it hard. I really believe in the soca. I believe in the soca music being able to cross over and transcend to the wall for real, because I've seen it, especially when you have artists like Justin Bieber doing songs like Sorry. You have Chris Brown doing songs like Questions, that is a remix or remake of Tempted to Touch or Turn Me On.
Yep.
It's like the world knows about. It's not that they know about, they've heard it before. So when it actually gets through, it shouldn't be that hard to receive it anymore, because it's
Yeah.
not to say that the world doesn't know. The world knows and they've heard it before. It's just for really and truly that song to catch again. And when that
And,
song catch,
funny enough, you say that because this comedian Gothic made a comment this week here about black music on the whole, and
Mhm,
when he said that, I know he incorporated the Caribbean circuit as well in terms of why we waiting on the acceptance from the Grammys and all these different things when we have our own, right?
correct,
When we could support, we could do our own thing and have the same recognition,
correct,
right? And it is a good point because when you look at it, right, you look at all these years, all the artists that has come, hit the pinnacle, had major rotation here in the US. I'm talking
right,
about the Kevin Littles, the Bungie Garlands with different
mhm,
all these different things. Why haven't we been, given a genre in the Grammys yet? And it's like we still holding out and hoping for that, right? But my thing is this, why we waiting on that? We
well,
don't need to wait on that.
we
We
really, I think it's a human thing about the acceptance thing. I don't think
And
there's
that is
really an
the
answer.
point. That is where
There's no
I have
answer.
a little why we have to be accepted by quote unquote them, right?
Correct.
Right, in order to feel accepted, in order for our music. I think if we put the energy, because right now we have the Caribbean Music Awards.
Hmm.
Yes, we know they
Correct.
have work to do. because I
Correct.
know they on the production side of that, Lord have its mercy. I know them personally, and I have voiced my opinion, and to
Just want to
assist
say I
in.
have a great time. I do have a great time
No,
regardless.
I know that, but from on a production level, yeah, they need,
Yeah,
yeah. But listen, and I think that the thing with it is like we tend to look at the Grammys and stuff like that and try to emulate or try to emulate certain things when we could just add our own twist to it
facts. We
and
could
do
just
it
be
our way
ourselves.
and
Yeah,
do it our way, and
yeah,
it will be accepted because you see
100%.
it now. We are soca, bro, and I come from the era when it wasn't the thing to play soca music out loud. I from that era here in the US. I
So
mean, I'm talking
you seen it.
early
You seen the
80s.
switch.
Listen, it used to, you're playing soca, you had to play soca low. You can't play soca loud in your car, all them kind of them, because you will get judged. Like, were you listening to?
I'm not gonna lie. I say that with this a grain of salt. Today I was driving today, and of course I'm ponging my new music rolling around. But for home, where I am from, this type of music sometimes it's not it doesn't translate over because it's pure. It's really purely soca. So I'm driving, ponging this thing, and I realize I pull into the parking lot and I jamming, and people just start watching me, bro. I say, oh God. Turn down. It was like a moment. It was like, oh wait, I forgot where I was. Let me just turn this down a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping when that song does come out, it's like, yo, that man start jamming to it. But I do understand what you're saying. But I do think that the biggest problem is we're in like competitions low key with each other. And I personally believe until we become one Caribbean, because realistically, I did the research. There's 45 million Caribbean people throughout the world. That's what Chappy GPT says.
Right.
Apparently registered to where it's like this is where they're from and nation have their ancestor wherever. So 45 million people. I want you to know 5 million people alone, right, is a lot of people,
Of
and it's
course.
enough to create a substantial like industry where people are now making money and fluent to where it's like realistically a lot of right now Bouillon is also booming because they have the French market. They have the market over there, just like how America is like for us, like France and them thing who have the millions of people are all a part of it. They love it. So it's
Mhm.
like eventually when you have the numbers, which we do, we just are separated to St. Lucia, where I'm St. Lucian, so I only do St. Lucian stuff. Or I'm Trini and I only do Trini stuff. Or I'm Virgin Islands, I'm only doing VI stuff. If we able to really look, I'm a Caribbean. I feel like I'm a good example of being a Caribbean person. I go to
Right.
Trinidad, I love Trini culture. I go to Jamaica, I love Jamaican culture. I love to go to Dominica, I love Dominica. I love all of it. So it's like I feel like just like how I love it, once people start to appreciate it and like, yo, it is different, but there's something to love about it there too. And once we have
Mhm.
that in our understanding, we'll be able to now have this industry where dancehall, soca, everything Caribbean is able to make it. And I personally believe that that time is coming soon because we are seeing a unified thing to where it's like you want to see Caribbean, no matter what it is, people do well. And I think that is the turning point of what we didn't have before. Of we don't really we don't want to see others doing great, but now the fact that we're seeing the numbers and
We're
people like yo
starting to
we just
unite. We're starting to
yeah
unite as
we
one. We're
starting
starting
to
to come
unite.
together because
Correct,
it
and that's why
wasn't. You make a good point. It wasn't always like that. There is that inner fight. You know what I mean? For soca
correct.
artists, where in the dancehall vicinity, you didn't used to get that, right?
Nah, and I remember dance. I used to be fighting down soca too. And now
Yeah.
to where even to where it's like we have the Trinidad motion in Trinidad to where it's like that is basically dancehall too, but it's not dancehall. I don't want to have that conversation. But between them, but you could see to where it's like, okay, cool. The wall is opening up. People are seeing the culture, people are appreciating the culture, and now it's just to appreciate everything, all the stuff that the cultures have to offer. And respect it too now. There's a difference between appreciating and then also respecting. You have to do both. You have to appreciate
Yeah.
it and respect it because there's some things that you probably won't understand. You probably be like, "What is that?" But just you have to take time to learn, and
Yeah,
that's my
man.
little message to people that do want to go out there and learn this thing.
There
Give
it
it
is,
that.
man.
Hmm.
People, Third is here with us. Third, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I have your new music, right?
Perfect. I love that.
I have the piece, right?
I
And
want
then I have the tripping.
from Kenya. Yes, that is
Right?
it.
And we have the tripping also,
Perfect.
right?
I
All
still
right.
tripping.
So we'll figure out which one. I'll figure out which one the producer will come back with. But you have things on your horizon. You also have St. Thomas Carnival coming up, which is a big platform for you.
For sure.
I mean, it's home, right?
It's a stop the race.
Yeah, and this is where tons of artists from all over the world has come and perform on that festival stage, and you just basically have your night on that festival stage.
Correct.
So
It's a I think it's the biggest platform.
That's what we're talking about. So we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, more with Third right here on Fusion, folks.
The Caribbean Culture Awareness and Evolution Sound and Entertainment present Pure.
Every night and day, I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party.
Pure. June 6th, 2026. The all-white affair at Docklands River Point, 110 West, Wilmington Drive East, 19801. Pure. The annual all-white affair featuring DJ Evolution Sound and DJ Bucket, hosted by DJ D-Life, and the special performance from the Queen of Soca, Patrice Roberts. Patrice Roberts. Patrice. Don't miss the Delaware Carnival weekend, August 13th to August 16th, 2026. Get your Pure ticket and Delaware Carnival packages at Eventbrite.
Antigua, raise your flag, Carnival time. You feel it, I feel the rhythm now. When the sun rise up on the road, drums them on the air explode. We hear the bassline roll, that's when we lose control. We let the flags them fly, one in front and one behind. That's how we people wind, everybody moving high. You feel it? Yes I feel it. You need it? Yes I need it. The sweetest are the sweetest. It's more than a vibe. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Carnival sweet, sweet, sweet.
I love soca
with energy.
Tune in every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m.
with DJ D-Live and Iron Voice.
They got the music.
Your show is the best soca show I've ever listened to.
Best selector of the century. Dear life.
The energy.
Every big man. Baby love command we are going. Hey, my girl, we are going so.
That's kind of like an aggressive beg, though.
At Jamaica.
And the joke.
You should have there very early.
We need just here from 2 o'clock.
As a matter of fact, play your commercial.
No,
Play your commercial.
Live on Soundchat Radio.
And syndicated on Synergy TV
every Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m.
The most entertaining show on your Saturday.
There's a grace period of 2.5 years old.
What?
Where being the father supposed to go there and everything good.
Even if they're not together.
Listen to me, man. I'll be the father.
DJ D-Live
and Iron Voice.
Double trouble, we say.
So we still meeting later tonight, right? Our spot, 7 p.m.
Yes, that sounds good. I can't wait to see where everything is.
I can't wait to see you either. But there's something I've been wanting to tell you though.
Oh, really?
Yeah? I might be tripping, but I think I'm falling for you. Hello? Hello? You can hear me?
Hey, hello. Break's over. I need those reports by 5. Let's go.
You can hear me? Yo, what the? Hello?
trippin', I fallin' for ya. Please help me up. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. I can't get enough. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. Please help me up. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. Girl, your body got me basuri. How I creepin' on that toy doesn't make you mine, girl. What you do to me? Ay, 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 she's sweet for this. Walking up that way, see like a melody. I need for you to throw it back at me, girl. You are the remedy. I need. You don't make it easy. Pumpa look perfect on me. I love when you tease me. Pumpa that make me get weak. You don't make it easy. Girl, come like you was problems, but problems I like to solve them, baby. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. Please help me out. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. Just this one time. It's carnival, baby, give me a wine. Just this one time. It's carnival, baby, give me a wine. I grab her hand, she wind back. She have a waist I can't escape. She rolling, controlling. I'm so amazed that you got a mystic type of wine. I can't deny something like no other. You got a mystic type of wine. Been trying to find, no I don't want another. Don't make it easy. Pump I look perfect on me. I love when you tease me. Pump what that make me get weak. Girl, don't make it easy.
Pick the bass low up deal.
Girl, come like you was problems, but problems I like to solve them, baby. I trippin', I fallin' for ya. 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 Just this one time. It's carnival, baby, give me a wine. Just this one time. It's carnival, baby, give me a wine. I'm tripping over you. Tripping over you, feel so right.
Mud,
Vibes.
mud,
Thanks, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
wicked. I mean,
Yeah,
well
man.
produced. Tell us a
Thank-
little something about that track there.
So what's crazy? It actually is the music side of it is a funny story, but let me big up the guys on the production and my management who shoots everything for me, content, photos, no matter what. Come up with a vision, come up with a plan, execute it. Anthony Nibs, man. Whatever I need, movie wise or video content, is the guy there, man.
That's
And
the
to
guy.
be honest, we don't have time. And also, you know, in the Virgin Islands, it's kind of difficult to find a lot of female actresses or people that really want to do the roles of, you know, the video music, video stuff, and those type of things. So, you know, down to just finding the girls and coming up with a vision where, you know, making calls that we could use this place, use that place, you know, just the whole thing. I really gotta give it up to my bro. He's been like one of the, if not the key, but the vocal point of this team, and like he called himself the team player, because no matter what, if it's not for me, for anybody else, he makes sure it gets done. And you know, I appreciate him for the world for that. The girl, the actress, Natalie Polanco, beautiful, and you know, just does it. She's one of those that just comes, does what she needs to do, and does it perfectly. And then the production, just a small little story. I'm on the Uber Soca. I'm on the Uber Soca, and I just put out Piece of That. Now, a lot of people, when I first put out Piece of That, that was like the song. It started to take a wave. TikTok took a hold of it, started to blast it. I'm going 100,000 views on these things, and I'm like at a high. Now going back to my friends Nyla Blackmon and Anson Pro, who is Nyla's manager,
Right.
they weren't the biggest fans of it. I don't know why they wasn't the
What?
biggest fan.
What? They wasn't a fan of a piece of it.
A piece of that, yeah. They wasn't
Piece
a
of
big.
that.
a
They
big-
wasn't a fan of it. Okay.
No, and and it's not to say that the song was bad. They just felt I could have done better. And that's no problem.
Okay.
I actually appreciate friendships like that. And,
Yeah.
especially being like a mentor, being real with me as an artist. And, she's been doing it for years too. So direction is always something that I like to take. But
how did you feel, though, real quick? How did you feel like you go to them? You feeling real good about this 100,000 views on TikTok, all of that? You're on a high. And you go to your friends and you say, yo, what do you think of this? And they say, nah, boy.
It's actually very refreshing because I don't hear no often.
Okay.
That makes sense. I don't hear no often from people come in my studio all the time. I play records all the time for people, brand new people that's never met me. And they're like, yo, you got something special. So for me and my team is not no yes man team. So of course, but they just believe anything that I believe in heavy, they're going to just, at the end of the day, going to be like, you believe in it heavy, I'm going to push for it. But now they look at it from an outside perspective in the sense of, all right, cool. Is this going to work for you and work for what you're trying to do? And for them was like, yo, we know you're trying to come Trinidad. Let's work on something specifically for this, right? So that ended up being Trippin', which was a whole different version. And I played Trippin' for them on the Uber Soca cruise in the room. I'm like, yo, check this out. I have 2 songs. I played them one and they didn't like it on the same beat. And then I was like, yo, how about this? And they loved it. But they wanted to switch around a couple things, which was very, very minor. We switched them around. But now the beat had to kind of get finalized because if you don't know, I do everything to like loops. I find a guitar loop or I find a piano loop, which is just the loop. And I do everything to that. And that's kind of like how it starts. So that's how the song was for me. Now I have to actually produce around it. The first beat that I did, they didn't like that either again. So they're like, but now I'm in Trinidad. But now I've already done everything. I've shot the same video that you saw. I shot this to the whole other beat. Like the whole thing is done. And I'm like, yo, guys, I think I got it. We're ready to go. That was not it. So I had to make some calls. Also answering calls to Advocate, which is, a legend in the soca world also. And then I also made calls to my guy Chippy G out of Antigua. And then my guy Jordan John Lewis out of the Virgin Islands, who does most of my stuff. Jordan is another master producer who just could take anything and make it to what it is that you wanted to hear. And when I sent it to them, it took us 4 days, I think, to do the whole beat, to do the mix, to sync the video now with the new song. 4 days. Called Nibs for artwork. The artwork was really cool. It was like me falling out the sky, like I'm tripping, and out in Trinidad, video out on radio stations. The only thing was, people in Trinidad was really on piece of that. You can believe this? So no, I'm like,
that is where I saw the momentum. That is where I got it first. And in Trinidad, that's where I got it.
And I didn't mind it. There's a lot of things as an artist, and especially as a businessman, you want to look at your analytics, your statistics, everything. Not that I don't. It's just I get busy sometimes, and I forget to check. And before I knew it, middle of January, I'm going on my platforms, and Piece of That is number 1 on my charts, and the top 5. Out of the top 5, you had New York, you had Chaguanas, you had Arima, you had Port of Spain, and then you had, what was the last one? What's the one in West? No, I forget the one. St. James? Yeah, St. James.
It's St. James, right.
Is that West?
Yeah, that's in the West.
Okay.
St. James, Woodbrook, Westmoreland.
So these were my top 5 out, and Toronto, who has a big market for me, was 6. So for me, as I'm seeing all these cities in Trinidad really attaching themselves to Piece of That, and it was like at that time, bro, rolling with Nyla and try to get the come on or the run on with her when the sets go from 45 minutes to 30 minutes to now we're doing 5-minute run-ons at every set. So it was kind of hard to know perform these songs which are a lot slower. I did get an opportunity to perform some of my songs at a performance I did with GBM and Nyla, the acoustic set that they did. I was able to perform some songs, but I realized you gotta get into Trinidad early, and that's why
you have to.
You have to, and that's why I started. Even it might seem like a far time away, but I'm starting from now, bro. And that's what.
No, you have to. Carnival in Trinidad next year is, I think, is the 7th and 8th or the 8th and 9th of February.
So it's like
it's earlier
season, yeah. So I think for a small island man like me, I have to get my music out from now. And I think, like you said, it's a perfect chance to go right to St. Thomas Carnival with the music that I really truly believe in again. And, walk my butt off for St. Thomas Carnival, bro. Like right now, I think we've never had the amount of, I think, hype or like potential that we see in the Virgin Islands now. We're having so much parties from even the week before going into the week, and then you're seeing all the talent that that you spoke about coming along for the big nights in the village. Like I truly believe within the next 3 years you're going to see a carnival that's going to take the Caribbean by storm. And it's not just St. Thomas, it's St. Croix and St. John. It's just everything in a whole, where, and my name, we're learn, and that's the beauty about the fact that we've been able to travel and been able to see things like, we're learning different things. People are learning about us. People are learning about me and my music and where to see me. So I really love growth. I really love seeing change. I think change is very, very positive. And to see where even 3 years ago where I started, when I dropped Night and Day, to see where it's come to now, it's a change. And
it's a big change, man, and it's a positive change too. You actually see the work.
Super excited, yeah.
And funny enough, you bring up that whole thing with the festival village and St. Thomas, and you guys learning, but a lot of countries are learning from you guys as well, because I don't know if you're familiar.
Trinidad,
Flavor Village,
Trinidad. Yo. And Nyla tried to stop me. I said, I have never heard of this ever in my life. Last year you had
Trinidad never give nothing for free. Listen, this show airs in Trinidad. I will probably, by the time this is airing, my phone will probably ring, but I'm going to say it. Trinidad, you don't get nothing for free. All right. When it comes to entertainment, when it comes to fets, there is the likelihood, even calling up a motor who wrong, and say, hey, let me hold to. First it began 3 days before the event, you ain't getting through. Phone going straight to voicemail.
I ain't like that. How they had it though. How they had it. I think that was special. That was special, because I guarantee there's some people that wouldn't even be able to get to see the artists that performed on that stage perform at all. But it's really cool to walk around and be like, what do you mean it's free? And because I was there last year. What do you mean? Like, what's not free last year? So you're telling me all of a sudden we're free now? Oh, no, man, this is some VI stuff. Yeah, I said this is some VI stuff, bro.
I brought it up, and I think I was on Stefan's Breaking Dawn during the carnival, and I said that. I said that concept, the beautiful thing is from Synergy being in St. Thomas and bringing it and showing it back on Synergy, and everybody that I interviewed, right, last year at the Festival Village, we all spoke about the same thing. Everybody had that one piece to say. The fact that this is free is so phenomenal, right? Yes. And I knew the powers that be were watching. And funny enough, come around Trinidad Carnival 2026, here comes the Flavor Village, right? With 200 vendors. And I heard from the time they opened it up, 100 and something vendors got filled right away.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
And what I liked about it, there is no commercial vending space. Like you won't find no KFC or nothing like that. It's all mom and pop local vendors.
Oh, wow.
So you're getting your pelori, you're getting your doubles, you're getting your fish, you're getting your real cook food. You're getting it from the yeah. So
I will say this though, that KFC in Trinidad is one of its kind though.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta get credit where credit is due. That KFC Trinidad different.
Bro, I had KFC. It didn't taste it. I don't remember it tasting that good, bro. I wanted to run the KFC like 3 times a day.
Which one you went to? Which location you went to?
In by Piaco.
You went to the one by the airport. Okay.
Yeah, what?
Listen, the KFC is something, different. Over the years, I'll be honest, I have cut back a little bit because it had an era in Trinidad Carnival be every day. Eating KFC. And as you get older now, it's starting to show. So I was like, you know what? Nah. Let me fall back a little bit. You know what I mean?
I definitely gain a couple pounds going to Trinidad for sure.
Yeah, man. Listen, if it's one thing Trinidad has no shortage of, is food. And I would tell you that we are a best place when it comes to food. Nobody could tell you could starve in Trinidad because food is so available and so cheap. That is one of the beautiful things about Trinidad, that everywhere you're getting good food, man. So having the Flavor Village, the Flavor Village come up and with that concept, I mean, like you said, you wouldn't get to see, normally certain people wouldn't get opportunities to see Marshall for the season for free. Right? The average cost of a fete in Trinidad, I mean, it's up there. That's a whole nother episode. Right?
I was just about to say it was worse this year than I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I mean, the prices are up there. I mean, and then so you get an opportunity to see people like Voice, like Nyla, Patrice get a whole concert for free. Yeah. I mean, you're getting all these things for free and for the masses, and the people did not disappoint. They came out and supported. So from the vendors that really benefited from this, I want to say kudos to the new to NCC, National Carnival Committee, for definitely making that possible. But
you were there,
you know what I mean?
You were there this Saturday for when Marshall did Flavor?
No, but here's the thing. I drove wrong the Savannah, right? My thing was I had initially planned to go hard fet for Bungie.
Got you.
Right? Which ended up being in the same Savannah.
Correct. Right. On the other side.
Yeah, on the other side. So I was just like, at one point I said, toss up, boy. Toss up.
Yeah, boy. That performance, this is for me. I do think that Flavor stage performance that Marshall did, it changed the atmosphere of Road March conversation. I think when he had that performance, that's when people, I think, went from, oh yeah, Voice got it for sure, to way boy, I think Marshall might back this corner with a different type of acceleration. And then really and truly, it just took the one day of road to realize that, like, yo, that encore really was that song on the road. I think it was perfectly crafted. And I really, like, I just remember watching that video, and I remember everybody like was watching the same video leaving the event. And everybody was like, "Way boy," because they saw the towels being waved and the energy. I don't think I've ever like received that type of energy from a video before.
It's funny because you have mixed views with Voice's song, right? And you have Marshall. I narrowed down to, like, if Trinidad had Soca Monarch, Voice would definitely take it. Voice would definitely take it.
That'll be another one on his thing for sure.
Yeah, that you know, I tell him he mixed that song with some kind of black magic or something, because for the short space of time that song came out to how that song took over. That is not, and I think what is going to happen, and big up to Voice, shout out to Voice. It's really going to have him having a successful 2026 outside of Trinidad and Tobago.
For sure. I'm excited to see him out the road, because I just know what that energy gave, or what that song gave to the people of Trinidad. And I love the fact that the soca wall is really tapped into Trinidad when it thing. And one day we gonna get everybody just watching St. Thomas and the VI Carnival the same way. I'm putting it down, and you can hear it here first. Me saying that. Eventually, we're not gonna look. to be the Mecca, I'm not. We just want the fun. We want the people.
You listen. You're in the right track. You guys are on the right track. You know, continue the formula you have. You know, giving back to the people is key. You know what I mean, and encouraging the culture on the road, because I think that is what is needed, because the climax to any carnival is the road. People want to be able to go and see mass. People want to be able to go and have a time and free up and I don't know. Well, I've seen it last year in St. Thomas. Juve is like huge in St. Thomas, man. I mean, we walked out to get some footage, and I was like, when we realized how far we walk.
Just to get that
back was fun, because
I'm telling you gotta park on the opposite end or figure out the opposite end, so then you start it to come back. So when you're coming,
brother, we didn't know, so we just head down the road, and when we catch ourselves, we was like, "Wait, boy, we gotta walk back, boy."
100%. That's how I felt for the road. I was like, "Oh my!" Last year, I was like, "Wait, we should just find a truck, because eventually we're gonna have to come back out with." No.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Folks, we're here with Third. All right, so Third, I want to get into you before we get into the whole game segment. I want to feature your song here. Tell us a little bit about the piece of that. Yeah, man. Tell me something else before we premiere it here now.
Written by my brother Adrian Burke and myself, produced by myself and Jordan John Lewis. It is sweet soca music. To be honest, this is my soca to y'all. If you like sweet, this is, to be honest with you, people that would be like, "Oh, you give like Kes vibes," and you did. No, I give my vibe, and it's sweet soca, sexy Redman music. Okay, that's all. That's what I'm labeling it as. Okay. Hey, somebody call me the treasurer.
I want you give me a piece of that pumpkin. Girl, your body fluffy and sweet like dumpling. I want you give me a piece of that pumpkin. Girl, your body fluffy and sweet like dumpling. Girl, give me a piece of that baby tissue. All eyes on it and so watching the way how you move. All over that bumper calling. I want to sneak from behind. If a little wine, you give me a taste now of that sexy ways now. You causing a fire, you making me hot all
that girl real into that red man, boy.
Ay, 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 ay.
Hey.
It's a problem we have here in the Virgin Islands. Once again, remember my brother Anthony Nibs. Yeah, we really I find our place in the groovy world, bro, and that's something that we really love and something I've grown up here on in the Virgin Islands. So, you know, I'm just glad. I real glad I could have things in motion and moving and I could feel the growth. I could feel like eventually one day we're gonna be there.
Yeah, man, I'm really, really happy for you, man. I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing, and I think with that, with the piece of that, you found your niche, and I think it's just to build on that, because that song right there, brother, and I don't know if, but it's my first time hearing the strings in that.
Oh yeah.
Brother, that chord just now for the first time, really paying attention to it. I was like, whoa,
and that's the one sound that's been there the longest, because we had a guitar that actually got changed because Kyle Peters, the savior of all guitar, man. Let me tell you something. That boy could save a man life in the fourth quarter, or he's just the man you call in the fourth quarter to drain the shot. He's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy. So he changed the guitar, but that one sound alone has been there from the beginning, because we had that playing with the guitar, and we just made sure that sound stayed. That was the one sound from the beginning of the song that stayed.
That string was there from the get-go.
From the get-go. Everything else changed. The snare, the kick, the bass, everything else changed. Just that one song. So it's actually really dope that you pointed out that one song in the song.
Yeah, man. I'm listening to it here now. You know, you're really paying attention to it now, and you're hearing that.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, whoa.
I almost feel chutney now. That's what Vicky has saying. I almost feel chutney. I was like, well, the chutney is
feel that. All right. So third, it's about that time. It's game time before we get up out of here. And the producer came up with fill in the blanks for you this rounds, because the last time you did take 5 and you knocked take 5 out of the park.
Oh, wait,
so they said, nah, we had to do something a little different for third. All right, make him think a little bit more, man. That was too easy. So we come up with fill in the blanks. So we're just gonna put them up on the screen, right?
Okay.
And you fill in the blanks. All right. If I had blank, I would eat it every day.
If I had doubles, I would eat it every day.
Whoa. Okay.
For sure. I can't have doubles when I move back.
All right.
I love doubles.
So you said doubles needs a good doubles person need to come to St. Thomas.
So, actually, the thing is, somebody just told me about the doubles person here in St. Thomas, but no, I actually have never really had a doubles. I think they said Main Street, but I've never had I've only had 2 doubles outside of Trinidad. So I never ate. That's why I said if I could have it, because that's something for me is quick. It's a vegetarian meal. I'm basically not full vegetarian, but I'd only eat fish and veggies. So it's
right,
like
so you're Presbyterian kind of way. Blank is not good for you.
All right.
Red woman?
No. Red man is always good for women, okay? But see, I can't say women because someone over here is saying women, and I'm like, yo, I still need woman in my life. So
we all do.
But
they say red woman bad.
Boy, that would be hypocritical for me to say if I say red woman bad, and because hello, nah, my son. Whew. A VI woman.
All right,
a VI woman is not good for you. A VI woman is not good for you.
VI woman.
A Virgin Islands woman? Oh God, run, stay away. Trinity ladies, hello.
All right. I am a something person.
I am a godly person.
Okay.
Godly person.
You look to the left or the right there. All right. Next one here. I would love to see what happened.
I would love to see Third's future. No, third blow up. Wait, what? Rick, put that back up. No, tell the producer boy back up. Tell the producer.
I would love to see blank happen.
Man, these are dang, bro. These are difficult. I would love to see soca music make it to the wall.
There it is.
I would love to
There it
see
is. That works.
make it to the wall and make it as a dominant genre in the wall as well. That's two things, but same answer.
I would like to collaborate with on a song.
I feel like if I shooting that shot, I would like to collaborate with the other red man. Yes. On a song.
Right.
That's my shot. I could have said Justin Bieber. I could have said Chris Brown. But no, I shooting this shot because maybe he might see it and be like, yo, maybe I do need to do maybe I should do a song with him, man.
Yeah, man.
We should
but listen, you're in the right circle now, You made your name and stuff in the right circle. So listen, and I don't know who the USVI has lined up for the festival village. There was only one person they mentioned during the interview that I was able to squeeze out of them, and they say they're trying to bring back voice. That's all I got.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm actually very excited because I don't even know if I'm on the village stage or not, but my carnival is actually looking up very, very well. So I just waited for me.
I don't see them not doing the festival village without having you on that stage, bro. It would be a great disservice to them not to have you on that stage, especially for the work that you have put in for the past year. Yeah, man, you deserve to be up there.
I can't wait for the call, to be honest with you. Because like you said, a lot of the work Vicky, what we doing? I guarantee I might get a call tomorrow. Thanks to you, my brother. I appreciate that. That is it.
All right. Last one here. Third. All right. If I can go back, I would change what?
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
Not at all. I'm very blessed with the life that I've been able to have everything in my life right now. There's things, of course, that I wish could have been different, but then maybe maybe this might not have happened or that might not have happened. So I'm very, very blessed to say where I'm at is right where I need to be, and moving in the right paths to where St. Thomas Carnival is about to be a time, and we about to go crazy. Because hey, what this is about to be, this is it. This is, to me, this is the championship. This is for all the marbles. I going for it all, bro. I'm going for Road March. I'm going for the top song. If we had a Soca Monarch, I probably would have been going for that too. I'm going to take everything this year. And I'm doing it in the song, and I'm doing it with the love and the light of a smile, in the sense of I just want the community and the industry to be where it is. And I personally feel like competition ain't bad. Competition is good. Good competition.
So as you mentioned Road March, so let me ask you something. So that means you have something going on drop coming soon.
Specifically, I've been having my brother Big Shah come in the studio. It's a song with me and Shah. Carl Road is calling. It's like, to be honest, I get chills listening to it. I gain chills because I feel like being in Trinidad, I understand. Like I hear in the music, bro. I've been a part of music.
You get your Road March formula.
Bro, I personally feel like I understand it. I even told it, I made the joke today because we did already work so hard on it, pretty much basically almost finished. I was like, yo, we should sell this to somebody in Trinidad. This might actually work down there. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? Especially my boy Shah, because it's like, even this song is different for him. The song we did is very different. It's very Trinidad stage road, but the thing is, we have that too, and it's just for the people to I think we have a problem with promotion, and I think that's another thing. Once the people know the songs, bro, we party, bro. I don't care what nobody say. We are probably some of the biggest life of the parties out there. Uber Soca, we are the party. I don't care what nobody.
I've heard you guys turn up Uber like USVI turn Uber.
And the thing is, we have a small sector, and what's crazy is we did really, really well with all the artists this year. Big up to all the artists, and big up to Vicky for putting up with us and dealing with us and making sure we are always right. Hello, big up.
Yeah, man. Big up the Vicky, man. Vicky does make sure keep you guys on point. So yeah,
Even
the big up the Vicky on that.
And she headlined captained the whole thing, and like, yo, it was a great night. I think it was one of the best nights on the cruise. And then on top of that, to be honest, every other night ain't our stuff, but yet we still turn up. I personally believe people just need to give us a chance. The Small Island vibe is where it's at, and I know for a fact they ain't gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, man. Listen, continued what you're doing, man, and we're looking forward to St. Thomas Carnival. Folks, remember it's April 26th through May 2nd. Book your ticket from now. If you're a U.S. citizen or you have your green card and stuff, you don't need a passport to go to the USVI. All right. But organize yourself, make sure and see you guys down there. It is definitely something that is to you have to see, and you have to experience the festival village. If it's one thing, you have to experience that. That is something I was totally amazed by the how it's set up and how the fact that it's free and you're getting this high caliber artist and you're able to go there and everybody's one and you're watching this and you're able to partake in this. I mean, big up to the festivals committee for putting this on, because I know for a fact when you look at some of that lineup, that budget isn't small. All right.
Yeah,
So our budget is small. And dealing with a lot of these artists is not no easy feat neither. So big up to the festivals committee for making that happen, man. And third, man, continue doing what you're doing, brother. And we look forward to talking again soon. I know,
Yes.
I mean, we have about maybe a month and a little bit before St. Thomas Carnival.
We have 57 days.
50, all right.
Yeah, trust
So I
me.
know I'm gonna have you on one of the other
bro.
platforms soon. I'm gonna have you on one of the other platforms soon.
Yeah.
We definitely, because in my opinion, you are the ambassador for this.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that.
Right?
And we're gonna continue
Yeah.
moving as such.
Tell them you need a diplomatic passport. Tell them that to do what they need to do.
Don't worry. Me, I ain't gonna say nothing the right person hearing it.
All right, bro. Pick up yourself, man.
Always.
All right, all right, folks. So that was third USVI artist, and like he said, St. Thomas Carnival is coming up April 26th to May 2nd. Make sure and book yourself for that. All right, I am gonna get up out of here. Peace and love in the streets, y'all. D-Life, I am out, and we will close off with third, because that piece of that is a big tune. I ain't know about all here, but yeah, we gotta get a little piece of that, man. That tune they bad.
I want you to pull me closer and tell me access granted. Permission to wine on that bumper. And I want you to give me a piece of that pumpkin. Yo, you don't know it's your boy Third, and you're watching Fusion with my brother D-Life. I want you to give me a piece of that pumpkin. Girl, your body fluffy and sweet like dumpling.
JJ Production.
I want you to give me a piece of that pumpkin. Girl, your body fluffy and sweet like dumpling. Yeah, give me a piece of that baby tissue.